We're here for the fourth episode of the Junior Hockey Network Hockey Show. The Junior Hockey Network Hockey Show has brought on a new partner in Barnyard Hockey. Barnyard Hockey Lifestyle Apparel Company offers premier men's and women's lifestyle athletic apparel for hockey players who think that hockey is more than just a game, it's a lifestyle. Check out Barnyard Hockey at www.barnyardhockey.com and save 10% off of your first order with our code, that is JHN1217. Our guests today are none other than NOJHL coach Mark Lafleur of the Hearst Lumberjacks and SIJHL Wayne Strachan of the Fort Frances Lakers. Our first guest is Wayne Strachan. How are you today, Wayne?
I'm good, Jay. Thanks.
Can you talk a little bit about last night's loss, the Ice Dogs, and Dryden, and the performance of the players?
Tough one to kind of swallow. I thought we played a strong hockey game, went in a good frame of mind, and the guys worked hard. We competed, we battled, and, just couldn't find that hunger to finish it off with a victory. And, if you give Dryden any light or any offensive chances, they can hurt you. And through the third period, obviously, they scored 3 goals to come back and win the hockey game. But, I thought we deserved a better fate in the outcome. We competed, and, I can't fault our guys for their effort, that's for sure. It's just we have to learn that aspect of getting the killer instinct to get some W's out here.
And talking about last night, looking at the positives, what stood out to you more than anything last night, heading the last 3 games of the 2017 portion of the season?
Some of the positives were, we played pretty close to a 60-minute hockey game, which, obviously you need to have success. Dryden, I guess, being significantly ahead of us in the standings and going in and competing as hard as we did, shows that we have the character in the room that's needed. Our PK was very good, keeping them off the board in the opportunities that they had. We were aggressive and hard on pucks, and we're able to clear pucks when we had the opportunities. And I thought, we reviewed a lot of video on our forechecks, whether it was in the neutral zone or in obviously Dryden's end, and I thought we did a good job of causing turnovers against them and then getting our cycle game going. So a lot of positives in the right direction, and obviously we see them again Friday and close out the first half here against the English River Miners with a couple games. So the last few games have been good for us. We just, like I said, need to find that hunger to get some W's out.
Now, you've added a few defensemen forward since the starting of the month of December. Can you talk a little bit about those players and what they have brought to the Laker roster?
Yeah, we thought that we obviously needed to make some changes to, I guess, get the team going in the right direction and obviously strengthen ourselves in certain positions. And we've added 3 defensemen, Jack Donnell from Thief River Falls, and then 2 players from the Thunder Bay North Stars, Dustin Royalman and Mackenzie Flett. Jack brings kind of a hard-nosed, physical aspect. He's a bigger guy that carries himself well, skates good, physical and active in the play, and definitely has helped our blue line. Dustin's a smaller D-man that good puck mover ice very well. And it's something we needed to help our breakouts and transition game, and he's definitely stepped in and helped that. And Mackenzie is he's a player that brings kind of a calming factor to the game. He's doesn't panic. He again can move the puck well and makes good decisions, and he's a bigger body on the back end that is not afraid to play physical. So just in the brief 3 to 4 to 5 games that they've been here, it's definitely improved our hockey team and has us going in the right way from the back end. We've also added a couple forwards. I think we've talked about Adam Withers and his addition from the Wayway Wolverines. And he's kind of coming into his own. He was away from, I guess, the game for a couple weeks until we got him, and now it seems like he's got his feet back under him, and definitely helping our offense out. And we've also added Christian Ward from the Western States League. He was with Oklahoma City Blazers, and again, he's a guy who can bring offense and skates well, and I think once he gets our systems down and what we want to do here, he'll be a big factor in our offensive attack as well.
And like I say, the last couple of weeks, I guess, if you want to say, bugged you about the deadline come January 10th, but like I say, probably the second last time we'll bring it up. But these 3 last games heading into the 2017 SIJHL Christmas break, does that put a little bit of pressure on the players and to finalize your roster heading into that?
I hope not. Obviously, we've talked a lot about it, where we're at and what we want to accomplish, and at this point we're just trying to, I guess, mold together as a team with adding the 5 new guys and continue to get better every day, and I think if we do that, we're preparing for game 1 of the playoffs, no matter where we're going to finish, and we're going to have the opportunity to be in the playoffs, and that's has to be our mentality at this point. We do have room to make a few more changes, I guess, card-wise, and we're definitely going to look at things, and we're going to obviously make our players accountable and in what they're doing, and hopefully they're going to make themselves accountable to come every day prepared and ready to practice or play. And so I don't want to, I guess I don't want them to play with pressure in their mind, but obviously they have to understand that the team needs to look at evaluating everybody and making decisions on where we feel we can get better to help our cause down the second half and into the playoffs.
And by following the stats and the games and everything else, and Hockey TV, is a lot of your games in the month of December and late November have been a lot closer than some of the others. So it is progress, right?
For sure, and obviously we're in a tough stretch right now with losing the 8 in a row, and but if you've seen the games, especially this month, you know that we're making progress, and we're not losing because of our work ethic or our ability. It's just we got to put more pucks in the net and take advantage of opportunities. Our power play needs to click more. Last night we have 2 5-on-3s and can't put the puck in the net. And it's just tough luck maybe right now. you see some of the goals that are being scored on us, and it's like, why can't we get that break? Or we just had that situation. Why couldn't the puck have popped to our open guy, kind of thing? And I'm definitely not in panic mode. I believe in the guys we have, and I believe we're a better team than our record. And if we were getting blown out every game, or we weren't getting the opportunities that we do in hockey games to help our cause, then I'd be worried. But we're there. We need to stay positive and believe in ourselves, and believe that one day we can get through this and over the hump to put together a stretch of wins.
And like you said, it's 8 straight losses, but again, we're just past the halfway point of the season. There's still a lot of hockey to be played before the playoffs rolls around, right?
For sure. We still have better part of half our season to play through January and February and early March, and I'm just not gonna get in the panic mode at this time. I believe in our hockey team, and we'll see where it ends up, but maybe a change here or there further helps us, and we can continue to grow in that manner.
And I use a lot of players, but also when the situation that you're in is this Christmas break might be something good for the players, between being beating up or being, like say, junior A hockey now is quite demanding. A couple of days with their families, and that might, like you say, revitalize them, give them some energy when they come back to Fort Francis for the second half of 2018.
For sure, and I guess we're hoping for that. We hope they go home and enjoy their time with their family, their friends, and kind of refresh and get rejuvenated for the second half. Obviously, make sure they're taking care of themselves and coming back in good shape to put us in a good position to start the second half. We're going to be busy right off the bat, and I think we play 5 games in about 8 nights, or might even be 10 games and 12 or 13 nights. So we're not going to have any time to, I guess, jump back into it. We're gonna have to be ready, and our first game's on the 3rd, and continue from there through the 12th and the 13th in playing those games and trying to get some momentum going here. Well,
thank you very much, Wayne, and we'll talk next week. But good luck this weekend against Dryden, and the 2 games with the home and away with the Miners, and we'll talk next week.
Okay, thanks, Jay. As always, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our second guest, Mark Lafleur of the Hearst Lumberjacks, will be on later today because of a rescheduling, so will be added to the show. And remember to check out Barnyard Hockey at www.barnyardhockey.com and save 10% off your first order with our code JHN1217.